Yo, what is up, guys? Today is a trade recap of today's trades that I took. I'm not gonna go all of them. I'm just gonna go over the ones that I won because it's just basically the same thing, just on a different account. Today I am up about $469 on one account, and I am down about $384 on one account. So I'm technically like above, but yeah, let's get right to it. On one of the accounts, I'm up about 3.6k, and or overall on the count, and the other one, I'm up about 2.4k on the other account. So I'm just gonna go over the wins, and then I'll go over some of the losses that I took. But let's get started. Let me pull up my executions here. Okay, there we go. All right. So going into the morning, I was bullish. Oh, wait, hold up. I was bullish, because just looking at price action, it looks pretty bullish to me. So I was bullish. Price had came down to this 15-minute fair value gap, right? Unmitigated. 930 manipulates inside this fair value gap. I dropped down to the 1 minute, and then I see that we have a bullish fair value. I see that we're creating bullish fair value gaps here. We have one right here, and then another one right here. All right, so I'm not taking this. I'm not taking these entries, right? I'm not taking any of these entries. I took a small entry here because I didn't like what I saw on the lower time frame of these wicks. Same thing here, right? And then I didn't like it from here, but then once I saw this here, I was like, okay, this looks good. So we're rejecting off a 1 minute fair value gap, right? So then I dropped down to the 15-second, right? So a rejection block for me, I like to see that wick have, or that candle have, a fair value gap, right, for me to enter. So as you can tell, these wicks here, they didn't have a fair value gap inside of these candles, right? They didn't have a wick. They didn't have a fair value gap inside of these wicks, or there wasn't a fair value gap inside of these wicks, nor the candle on the lower time frame. I'm pretty sure. Let me check, just make sure. Yeah, so it has to be the last candle, right? It can't just be like stacked lows. It can't just be like this. Let me see if I can pull it. I'm trying to make it make sense. It can't be like this and like this, right? And this would be the rejection block. I wouldn't consider these the rejection block. This candle has to be the candle that has a fair value gap on the lower time frame, right? Which didn't have any of these, right? Yes, we had a fair value gap here, but the same candle was not there, if that makes sense. Probably not, but I'll have to make a deep dive type shit. But so basically, right here, right? We had it right here. None of these candles were looking good to me. Price ended up dipping lower, taking out this lower time frame sell side liquidity pool, and see right here, the same candle. The candle that sweeps out the low, or is the last candle with the rejection block, needs to have a fair value gap here. And there was a fair value gap here, a small little tiny fair value gap, and then I ended up taking at this 243.50 right here, it looks like. And then I was obviously targeting high prices, and we ended up getting stopped out, right? So then I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna wait. Same thing, right? The last candle taps the fair value gap. So for example, this is a better example. So right here, see how this candle taps this 1 minute fair value gap? And this candle, for me to consider this a rejection block, this needs to be, there needs to be a bullish fair value gap inside of this candle, right? Which is the 945 candle, right? Going to the 945 candle on the 15-second time frame. 945 candle opens up here, right? Right here. There's no bullish fair value gap, right? We kind of just dump down. The 945 candle ends here. So there's no bullish fair value gap. So I'm not considering this a rejection block, right? But the next candle, the 946 candle, opens up right here. We come down, sweep up the slow inside of the bullish fair value gap. Look at that. The same 946 candle creates a bullish fair value gap, right? So then I'm like, okay, look, this is high probability for me. So then I'm like, okay, look, this right here is my high probability rejection block, right? This right here is my high probability rejection block. So then I ended up entering at this opening candle of the rejection block. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. 234.50. Yeah, right here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. ended up entering right here. Stops right at this low, and obviously I was targeting this 5-minute high. This was a 5-minute high, which was here, 263.50. Yeah, right here. Perfect. So then I'm like, okay, look, this looks really good, right? So usually at midpoint, you want to see price, quick rejection, quick, fast, in and out, right? So like right here, my stop loss is still at this low, right? It's still at this low. And because we haven't tapped, oh, what the heck? Hold on, give me 1 second. I don't know why I did that, bro. Give me 1 second. I'm not cutting this video out, So how's everyone's day going? You know what I mean? Okay, so let me go back here. All right, so right here, right? Usually, like I said, in and out at consequent encroachment of the wick, right? So right here, we don't tap the consequent encroachment here, right? So I'm waiting. My stop loss is still here at this low, right? We push up, push back down, tap consequent encroachment. As soon as we leave the wick, I adjust my stop loss here. I'm not gonna lie, I almost get stopped out here. To be honest, I almost got stopped out. I was low-key scared, but I just have to let it play out, right? So boom, tapped it once. We should start to see rejection, and we did, and we ended up riding to TP, and that was the trade, the really good trade that I took this morning. And then same thing goes with the other trades that I took on my other losses. Same thing goes here. I guess my bias was just incorrect. I got stopped at a break even on this one, on this trade, and then I was same thing here. I'll just show you the loss that I took earlier. This trade was all right. It was all right. But let me show you this one. So same thing here, right? I was bullish bias, come down, stoop at this low, right? Inside this wick here should be a 50-second fair value gap, right? So right here, I'm pretty sure. Right, let me see if it was it this trade here. Wait, hold up. Am I tripping? Oh, it was this one. It was this one. So right here, this wick right here, this low got swept with this candle, right? This candle there has to be a 15-second fair value gap inside of this candle, right? So this candle opened up at, let me get rid of these executions, bro. This candle opens up at 1548, right? Very late in the market, to be honest with you. 1548. So right here, opens up here. Price dumps, takes out the 1-minute low, creates a bullish fair value gap, right? And then the candle closes, right? With the bullish fair value gap. And then I ended up entering at this rejection block on the 1-minute. Pretty sure it was here. Oh yeah, I remember this trade. All right, I ended up entering here. And then my stop loss, or not my take profit was up here. And my stop loss was here, right? And we almost take it. Right? We almost take it. And I was on my phone, so I didn't realize we had SMT at these highs, or else I would have gone break even, right? And I took a small L of like, what is it? I think 1 contract, I'm pretty sure. I forgot. But yeah, we had SMT at these highs, and then we ended up tagging consequent encroachment. But as we did that, we ended up sweeping this low, and there was no 15-second fair value gap here, so I didn't take anything else, and that was pretty much it for the day. That was a very, like I said, same thing, just time is all. But like I said, I'm up on these accounts still. I just got to pass these so I can get more evaluation accounts and funded accounts. So like I said, tough day on this day, and then this was like 3-4 trades, and then the other one was a W. So excuse me, other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys understood what I was talking about, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.